This is a quick update concerning the Sony ZV1 Mark II that will be announced this afternoon. We woke up this morning with lots of leaked images about this camera. We noticed that the quarter-inch thread now is not near the battery door, which is something good. We can change the batteries without removing the camera from the tripod. That's something amazing. We noticed also that the battery door is small, so I believe it's the same battery as the Sony ZV1. That's something that I don't like at all. We notice also that we have a fully functional touchscreen, maybe the same as the Sony ZV1. That's something that I really like, that I hope to have on this camera. But we notice also that we have an 18 to 50 millimeter equivalent focal length on this camera, which is good. But the aperture 1.8 to aperture 4 is not something good at all on such cameras. I'll explain. The 1.8 aperture on a 1-inch sensor is equivalent to f5 on a full frame, so we can use it for vlogging, of course. But the f4 on a 1-inch sensor is equivalent to f11 on a full frame sensor. So we'll not have a good bokeh, a nice bokeh, a real bokeh on the images. Instead, we will have the AI feature that will add some artificial bokeh, I believe, and that's not something that I like to have on my images and on my footages at all. With a 1-inch sensor and f4, we will not have great low light capabilities. I believe the AI will add lots of enhancement to the image in order to make it better, but it's not gonna be real image. It's gonna be an artificial image coming out from this camera. So far, I can say I'll not buy this camera because there are two things that I'm not interested in at all. The battery size, you can see the battery door is too small, and the aperture of f4 on this camera. So I'm not interested at all in these two things on this new Sony ZV1 Mark II. I'll be making another video whether this afternoon or tomorrow talking more in depth about this new camera, about the specs of this camera. So if you're interested, I highly appreciate if you go subscribe and ring the bell so you can receive all the notifications about my future post. And see you in another one. Ciao.